Hey everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the vlog. Well, as you can see, the van is back, having passed its MOT. We are now ready for the next stage, which is to fit it out for window cleaning. But there's a little bit of an update on the doors. Let me show you the latest on the doors. So if you recall, we did our bodge of a repair to get it through the MOT, which worked. The car did pass the MOT, or the van did pass the MOT. I've got to get van and car right. I don't know what it is. Anyway, however, I then decided, okay, let's start looking for some doors to see if we can get some replacements, and it is a difficult one. I will be waiting weeks for a new door, I reckon, all doors, because both doors need to be sorted. I did go to Ford, and Ford gave me a price of about 428 quid for a bare metal door. Now they do a door without the skin, but the amount of work that will take to do that, getting that done by a body shop, etc., and then getting it all painted up, yeah, the price would be variable. So I've got an option that I'm going to take, which is to get these doors repaired professionally. The damage on the door, I've been told, is not as bad as it may appear, despite the fact that I have done some extensive body work on there. It is actually repairable. So what we're going to do today, we are going to take the doors off so that they can be taken away, because we don't want the van to go. And because this is a basic white, it's a brilliant white, I think it is, for bright, well, I can't remember, it's a Ford white anyway. And it's quite an easy paint job to match. So we're going to let the doors go away. They're going to be painted, and they should be back by the end of this week. That's the premise that I've allowed the doors to go. So let's take the doors off, then we can carry on with the internal fit out. Okay, so to take the doors off is relatively straightforward. We've got one little wiring loom down here to undo and take off, and that attaches the two number plate lights and also the central locking for the back door. So there is a little control or connection back there that you can probably just see, and then of course I've just taken off that one, and there's one there to do. So we'll take the wiring out, feed it all the way through here, and then it's just a case of undoing the two bolts, top and bottom, and then that should come out. On the other side it's even easier because there is no wiring to worry about on this side. It's just a case of unmounting the doors. So again, we'll get those off, and then that should free those up. Right, doors are off, as you can see. Had a bit of a problem with the this door here, the main door, and the reason being was that there was this cable going up here which goes to this light here, and getting this light out was a real pig, but we got it out in the end, and I stuck it in this bag here so we can reassemble it at a later date. But yeah, here we go. So this light here with that wire up there, and if you're wondering how we get the wire back up, what we do is we drop a cable down there, stiff wire cable, and then we just draw it up. Really simple, really. But yeah, it's a real nightmare to get out, and I don't know why. I'm just looking at it. Okay, probably these little latches here at the top here, that's probably held it in place. That's why. Yeah, anyway, right, let's get on. So we're going to what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this panel off here because there's a light here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this light. I'm going to put a light bar on, let me show you where. So up here we're going to fit a light bar that goes there, and that will illuminate the inside of the cab. So we'll take this off here, we'll look at the wires, and then I see how much length I will need to use. Okay, so the light is in. So here is the new light, and it lights the whole back of the van up. We'll tie up these wires later. We've got some plastic tubing that we'll put it in, so make it nice and neat so you won't see that wiring hanging at all. Next, what we're going to do now is we're going to hang this piece of wood here. We're going to hang it across here, and we've got one going at the front as well, and that's going to allow us to put our window cleaning poles straight through and hang them up so they're not dangling around or in a mess in the back of the van. Okay, difficult to explain, but I'll pull it up and you'll see what I mean, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. Okay, so you can see what we've done now. So we've put a pipe up here which holds the holes in place. What we've done, we've just left it like this at the moment, because ideally we want to put this as far to this side as possible so we can get the other holes in, but we do have a double hose that's going to go into here. So we need to see where that comes up, because what we don't want is this fouling that hose. So we'll leave that as it is now. When the hose system comes, which hopefully will be tomorrow, we'll be able to see where we go. But the idea is to get two of these pipes up there, and then these brushes are then out of the way. They don't go on the floor because there's not really much room unless you put it on this side. And what we want to try and do is avoid anything going on that side so that it's clear, because what we want to do is we want to put the vac hoses on that side and then have a little hook, i.e. that hook on there to hold it into place. So that's the plan. That's gone in pretty well, as you can see. So we now need to put the other one in, and what I might do is I'll just put it into place, but I'm going to put it on this side. You can see also that it's well illuminated. We've got our light on. Let me show you. So the light is on. I haven't hardwired it in at the moment because we've got the doors off, and with the doors off the light stays on for a prolonged period of time, and we don't want that to have to drain the battery. So at the moment what we're doing is we're just pulling off the wire, but I'll show you how effective the light is. I mean, you can see how well lit up it is. When I disconnect the light, yeah, it goes dark. So it's a pretty effective light, and that's the whole idea. It's just a decent light so that when you're working here, especially during the winter months, you can see what you're doing and you can see your equipment as well, which is vital. Cool. Okay, so I'll stick the other pipe in and then we can take a look and see what they look like together.
The next morning.
Okay, so it's the next day and we've got a host of parts that arrived late last night, which is a real pain because it meant that we've got a lot to do today. So first of all, the tank came. It's a 500 litre tank that came on a pallet. We also had our hose reels. Now if you're wondering why we've got 4 hose reels here, it's because they sent another 2 by mistake. I am going to get them to collect that because these hoses are quite expensive, and with these times that we're living in, no company should suffer a loss because of a mistake. So I want to get those sent back so that they can put them back in stock and resell them. Right, okay, we've got our frame, our signage arrived. That's not on, that's just laying loose, just trying to see how it's going to go. And plus we wanted it to lay flat, but that is the signage that's going on here. And we also got our frame, the reels, so it's a double reel. They arrived as well, and our frame here as well. So this is what I've customized this. This is going to house the battery. It's going to be slightly lower because it's quite high at the moment, but this is just a first fit, just seeing how it is. And as you can see, not a lot of space in there, so we need to cut it back a bit and lower it down a bit more as well. It may not end up going in there at all at the moment. We're just trying to decide whether it's feasible to do it or whether to just mount the battery down below there. We'll see how we go. Anyway, so all these bits have arrived, and it means we've got a lot to do today, but the biggest thing that will kill us is if the doors don't come back today. So we're waiting for the doors to come back. They should be arriving this evening, and then we can get them back on and then get this van underway, earning money for its owner. So as you can see, I've got a lot of work to get on with today, so I better get on with it. And will we get it done? You'll have to find out in the next episode. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Click on that notification bell so that you're notified whenever we release a new video. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up as well if you enjoyed this content. So we look forward to seeing you on our next one, which will be on Monday. Have a good weekend.